The American Healthcare Act has been defeated, and this really shouldn't be a surprise. Smoking causes cancer, and slim majorities held by disunited parties cause policy paralysis. The truth of the matter is that it's irrelevant whether or not the bill passed the House, its morgue would have been the Senate even if it did. Moderate Republicans concerned about re-election simply cannot agree to the demands of the ideological purists who comprise the conservative wings of the Republican Party. The problem for the Republicans, however, is that much more than healthcare is at stake. Their entire policy platform is on life support. Purely due to Senate rules, the repeal of the Affordable Healthcare Act, otherwise known as Obamacare, was acting as a bottleneck choking Republican ambition. That's why they've abandoned the repeal effort so quickly. Republicans were going to use a process known as reconciliation to bypass the Senate's filibuster rule, meaning that they can pass laws with a simple 51-vote majority and avoid needing to obtain 60 votes in the chamber to bring the debate to an end, which is what's usually required. Due to this complex procedural tactic, however, other key components of the Republican agenda, such as tax cuts, were on hold until Obamacare was dealt with. Why, you ask? Well, because the Republicans need to use the same reconciliation mechanism to pass these controversial policies. Not enough Democrats will break party lines to support these initiatives, meaning the filibuster cannot be overcome and the reconciliation process must be used instead. Republicans didn't have to choose to focus on Obamacare first, but they did. In an effort to ensure more momentum and political capital isn't squandered by this political defeat, the Republicans have chosen to move on. However, if the insurance market is really in the dire state they've been claiming it's been in, it's a matter of time before they're forced to reopen this can of worms. Poor Ryan just might not be the man to do it, however. After all, the reason why conservatives are calling the bill Ryancare is so that Trump isn't the one charged with malpractice now that the patient has died in the halls of Congress. Failure to repeal Obamacare smoothly, however, highlights a broader issue. The market has simplistically assumed that Republican majorities equates to Republican policies. The reality is that moderates and conservatives agree on little. Tax cuts are not guaranteed. Infrastructure spending without Democratic assistance also looks limited at best. The inability to repeal Obamacare not only delays the Republican policy platform, but highlights the realities that it just might not be implemented in the first place. For years, the loathing of President Obama kept ranks united. Without a common enemy, the divided Republican Party will now turn on itself instead. Always remember that the Tea Party, now styled as the Freedom Caucus, did not originally target the Democrats. Establishment Republicans were the first to feel their wrath. Now, they conducted a hostile takeover of the Republican Party, and that takeover isn't complete. While the battle over healthcare may be temporarily over, the war over the soul of the Republican Party is still in full swing. Thanks for listening to Black Swan Politics. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Facebook to see all our content.